Ernesto's path. Let's get over to Ashley, who's tracking that for us.
Yeah, so as we look at the previous path, it was actually the outer bands that impacted Puerto Rico. So the eye of the storm now pushing off into the Atlantic as a Category 1 hurricane, sustained winds at 85 miles per hour. This is going to continue to push north, though, as we track the tropics. And so that is great news for folks that are along the Atlantic coastline here of the U.S., but it will strengthen likely to a Cat 3 before becoming a Cat 2 once again over the weekend. But even without it making direct landfall, there's still going to be some ramifications from just the tropical system that is off in the Atlantic, and that comes as a storm surge risk, especially up towards Boston and stretching all the way through Maine. And so we're going to keep a close eye on that as we head into the weekend. Back close to home, though, our water calm. We're taking a live look at Belleville, where we have some beautiful color on the water. 63 degrees at Metro Airport, 51 in Ann Arbor, 59 in Howell, and 54 in Port Huron. Calm winds, so another great morning to get outside, go for a run or a jog, or maybe take the dog for a walk, because all that starts to change. We're talking muddy paws by tonight and going into the weekend. Exact Track 4D showing that cloud cover, but as we tilt radar, you can see all the rain beneath the clouds and even a lot of lightning strikes coming out of the plains and pushing into the upper Midwest. And some of those rain showers now inching through Chicago and the southern edge of Lake Michigan. It's going to take some time before it makes its way here to our area. So getting you out the door this morning, it's a dry start to the day. In fact, we stay pretty dry throughout much of the daylight hours, mostly cloudy throughout the morning. We'll be at 75 at the lunch hour, forecasting 82 for the afternoon high. So anticipate more clouds than sun if you're heading out to the Tigers game. But good news, it's a day game, 1:10 first pitch. So we'll be in the upper 70s at that first pitch and then at 82 degrees by game's end. Hopefully staying dry throughout the game. If anything, maybe you see a sprinkle by those final innings, but we should get that full game in. Now, clouds and radar showing that the clouds thicken up throughout the morning, and then really look at this is pretty dry until we get closer to sunset tonight. Scattered showers developing, and we'll hold on to some rain showers throughout tonight. Some rain even up in the thumb before we get to daybreak tomorrow. Now, tomorrow is where we have a closer eye midday and beyond, where we'll have the chance for some stronger storms to develop embedded in those widespread rain showers throughout the day. And that's really going to be the peak of the day. So at least with this time frame looking like after about 12 all the way through maybe even the 5 o'clock hour. And I can't rule out a couple little remnant shower storms even going into Friday night. So we do have a marginal risk for severe weather tomorrow across all of southeastern Michigan, and that's going to include damaging wind gusts, maybe some hail, and the possibility for localized flooding and some of the heavier downpours that develop. And speaking of that rain, we hold on to off and on rain chances all the way through Sunday. So it's going to be a wet weekend, not a complete washout, but we will have rounds of showers on tap. Let's take a closer look at how that pans out. So I started the clock midnight Friday night into Saturday morning. We're looking at some rain across the area, and rain stays around the area throughout a good chunk of the day Saturday until really the evening hours, where we start to dry things out. And then Sunday, I think in the afternoon, a better chance for that rain. So if you are heading to the Woodward Dream Cruise, pack the umbrella. You might need it. Otherwise, we'll be in the 70s this weekend. We take those 70s into next week, but we welcome back the sunshine on Monday, and we'll have that all the way through Wednesday. Darnell?